My child, my beloved, right now, in this very moment, there is something quiet and beautiful happening around you that no one else in your life can see or feel the way you might soon feel it. But heaven sees it clearly. Heaven has been watching over you with such tender care, and Jesus himself has been speaking your name gently, not once, not twice, but 3 times already since this morning began. He has been trying so softly to catch your attention, to draw you closer to him. But the world around us is often so full of noise, phones ringing, people talking, worries rushing in. And that noise can make it hard to hear his quiet, loving voice. Please, my dear one, do not let this moment pass without listening. Do not let it become too late to open your heart. The very second you started reading these words, something gentle and spiritual began to move in the space around you, even behind you where your eyes cannot see. This is not just by chance. There is no accident in you finding this message today. Think about it slowly. The person sitting next to you did not see this. Your neighbor did not receive it. Even the friend you love the most and talk to every day was not shown these exact words. No, this message came straight to you, and only to you, because heaven chose you for it. Heaven does not speak this way to everyone all the time. Heaven is careful and loving in how it reaches out. Today, though, there is a special urgency in the air, not angry or harsh, but full of deep, divine love and care. Jesus is reaching out with a kind of gentle begging, asking you to notice him now. Something important is getting ready to change in the atmosphere around your life, and it could happen very soon, perhaps even in the next half hour or so. If your heart and spirit are not open and ready, you might miss this beautiful gift, and it could slip away forever. I say this not to scare you, but to help you understand how precious this time is. My dear child, there is a small window open right now, like a door that has been cracked just enough for light to come through. It may not stay open long, but inside that window are wonderful things waiting just for you. The breakthrough you have been praying for, the protection you have needed, the justice that has felt so far away, and even that secret miracle that has been delayed for such a long time but is now so close to arriving. It is right on the edge, ready to step into your life. Please, my sweet one, open your heart wide right now. I am Archangel Michael, and I was sent especially to bring you this message before heaven finishes writing the next part of your story. Important things are being written about your future even as you read this. Beautiful plans full of hope and goodness. If you do not open your eyes and your spirit in these next few minutes, some of those blessings might have to move on to someone else, and I do not want that for you. God wants the very best for you, always. Beloved soul, you have not been alone. Since last night, a loving divine presence has been following you gently, staying close. Perhaps around 3 o'clock in the morning, you woke up for a moment or felt something unusual in the quiet. That was not just your imagination playing tricks. That was Jesus himself coming close to your space, watching over you with love, waiting patiently, hoping you would notice the little sign he left for you. Now this message is the final gentle call, the Holy One, the one that says, "Please hear me now." My child, my beloved, do you remember that prayer you said all by yourself, maybe with tears running down your face, when no one else was around to hear? You thought it disappeared into the air, unheard. But heaven heard every single word, every sigh, every hope inside that prayer was caught and cherished. This message you are reading right now is the answer to that prayer. It comes wrapped in urgency because time is precious, but it is completely soaked in God's endless mercy and kindness. Please stay with me here. Do not rush through these words. Do not skip ahead or scroll away quickly. Heaven is watching with so much love to see if you will finally pause everything else and truly listen. Because what can happen in the next half hour could gently rewrite many parts of your life in the most beautiful way. You were guided to this message not by random chance, but by a careful and loving plan from heaven. Messages like this one are aligned only for certain hearts, the ones heaven calls chosen. If your eyes are on these words right now, you are not too late at all. But you are very close to a moment that will never come again in exactly the same way. What I am about to share with you next is meant to stay between us for the moment, because not everyone around you is ready to understand or receive what heaven has prepared especially for you. Some might even try to distract you or make you doubt if they knew how big this blessing is. Beloved, deep in your soul you have felt for years that there is something more waiting, that your life is meant to be fuller and brighter than it has seemed lately. You have been right all along. Jesus has been working quietly behind everything you can see, moving pieces into place like a loving father preparing a wonderful surprise. All the frustration you have carried was never meant as punishment. It was gentle preparation, making you stronger and wiser for what is coming. Heaven has seen every moment you suffered without clear answers. You have sat quietly in rooms where people should have cheered for you and celebrated you, but they did not. You have poured help and kindness into others even when your own heart felt empty and tired. And through it all, you still whispered, "God, I trust you." Do you know how powerful those simple words are in the spiritual world? They shine like bright lights, and they make you so precious and strong in heaven's eyes. Right now, as you read these words, angels are close, watching with joy. Your next choices, to believe, to surrender, to stay here and keep reading, to listen with your whole heart, those choices will help decide what heaven opens for you next. You are standing on ground that is holy right now. Please do not look away or close your heart. My beloved, Jesus is looking at you with tears of love, not because you have failed in any way, but because your faith has been so beautiful. You kept going when things were hard. You kept showing up day after day. You kept praying even when it felt like silence was the only answer. But someone was always listening, always holding you close. There is something gentle I need to warn you about, my child. In the next half hour, you might feel tested, not with big scary things, but with small distractions. Maybe a message on your phone, a sudden noise, or a thought that says, "This is not really for me." That thought is not your own true voice. It comes from the enemy who wants to steal this special moment from you. Do not listen to it. Stay right here with me. I am with you, and heaven is with you. Your name was spoken in a beautiful heavenly meeting last night, and I, Archangel Michael, was there to hear it. Jesus stood up and spoke not just about your pain, but about your coming freedom and deliverance. All of heaven paid close attention because the time for your full restoration has finally arrived. My sweet child, what happens next depends on this quiet moment and on your willingness to stay here and receive with an open heart. There are no complicated rules, no payments, no tricks, only simple faith. And that faith will open the door to everything that has been held back from you for so long. The reason you have felt so tired lately is not because you are lazy or behind. It is because something holy and powerful has been growing quietly inside your spirit. You are carrying a big, beautiful purpose, and even dark forces tried to stop you from stepping into this new season. But they could not succeed. That is why you are still here, still reading, still holding on. Every tear you ever cried has helped build the path that your miracle is now walking toward you on. In the next half hour, you will notice a gentle sign that confirms everything I am sharing. It may not be loud or dramatic. It might be quiet and subtle, but it will touch your spirit deeply with truth. You will feel it like a warm peace that seems to stand still in time, wrapping around your heart. You were brought here by divine care, not by accident. That argument you had earlier today, that stress you felt in your body, that moment you almost gave up, all of it was the enemy trying one last time to keep you from this exact message. But heaven stepped in and overruled it. You are always meant to be here right now, and everything can begin to change in the most wonderful ways. Beloved soul, you are being watched with love by heaven, and soon those who counted you out will see something they never expected. God does not just prepare a table for you. He blesses you so clearly that no one can deny his hand on your life. A financial restoration is moving toward you, not small or ordinary, but big and surprising, the kind that might even confuse earthly systems at first because heaven's ways are higher and more wonderful. If you felt a little chill or warmth just now, that was not your imagination. That was confirmation. Jesus is right here in the room with you, smiling at your future with joy. You did not imagine the signs you have been noticing lately, the repeated numbers on clocks, the dreams that felt so real, the names that keep coming to mind. That is heaven speaking more clearly now, and you are finally hearing it with your heart. Please, my beloved, do not rush away from these words too quickly. There is still more gentle truth to come, and if you stop too soon, you might miss the very sentence that opens everything for you. Stay just a little longer. Something beautiful is waiting in the final words. Someone close to you had one last chance from heaven to speak truth, to apologize, to return what was taken, but they stayed silent. So now heaven is stepping in directly. What was hidden will be gently revealed, and you will know it first. God is giving you justice in a new way that does not depend on other people changing. You are being lifted up even through betrayal, healed without needing words from them, promoted despite every block. This next chapter will surprise those who tried to hold you down, because what they thought was your ending was actually your quiet resurrection. And when they see what arrives for you soon, they will be silent in awe. There is a person who walked away from you, watching now from a distance with new understanding. They see that leaving you was their biggest mistake. They may try to return when blessing comes, but you are not the same person anymore. You are stronger, walking with angels. Someone near you felt a change in your spirit recently. They sense you are harder to control now because you have grown quietly and healed in private. That power coming from you is unstoppable because it comes from heaven. A phone call or message may come soon from an unexpected place, carrying a truth you have needed for years. It will feel heavy at first, but then it will free you completely from something that has held your soul. You have carried weights that were never yours to carry. You were the strong one, the peacemaker, the forgiver for everyone else. Now it is your turn to receive, to overflow with goodness. You have walked into rooms where your light was ignored, spoken truth where only lies were welcomed, poured love into people who only took, and still your heart stayed pure. That is why Jesus chose this exact hour to reach you so personally. A divine reversal is beginning. What was spoken against you in jealousy is being replaced by God's own words of blessing. What was stolen will be multiplied. What was delayed will arrive quickly. What seemed dead will live again. This is your quiet season of preparation. Everything feels still because heaven is working behind the scenes. Angels surround your name, preparing the lift that changes everything. You did not retaliate when hurt. You did not grow bitter. For that quiet strength, a reward is coming into your life. Do you feel that gentle warmth in your chest? That is God's presence. You are not just reading words. You are sitting in a holy moment. You will never have to live through another year like the hard one you just came through. That chapter is closed forever. This time you will not have to fight for your place or beg to be seen. What happens next will speak for you louder than any words ever could. Something you lost will resurface soon. A memory, a name, a small thing. But it will be heaven's signal that restoration has begun. Peace will flood you. Tears may come without reason. Let them. Healing is happening right now. There is a secret from your past that someone close knew but never shared. They watched you struggle instead of helping. But God saw it all, and now the curtain is lifting. Everything used against you is being turned around for your good. Because you paused here and opened your heart, a spiritual trap that was set has been cancelled. Protection is wrapped around you tighter than ever. Watch for gentle signs in the hours ahead. A bird lingering, your name felt in the air, an old message appearing. Follow them with an open spirit. They lead to your confirmation. God is preparing you not for something small, but for promotion that changes how you see yourself forever. You will be known as the one who carried light through darkness and came out shining. Every delay was divine timing. Every rejection led you here. Every silence was sacred space for growth. A name from long ago will reappear soon, drawn back not because you need them, but to show them what favor looks like. Your name has been protected in rooms you never entered. No weapon against you has succeeded. Something in your body has already shifted. Heaviness is lifting. Clarity and strength are returning. In the next half hour, distractions may try to pull you away. Do not go. The final words here may hold the key to years of blessing. People have doubted you behind your back, but heaven says you were built to impact, not just impress. Victory comes because you stood still in faith. The next door opens because of your quiet obedience, not perfection. You are chosen. You have always been different, set apart. That is why some places felt too small. Heaven never meant for you to live an ordinary life. No mistake can cancel your destiny. This message brought you back onto the path. A hard truth will come soon from an unexpected voice. It may hurt at first, but then it will free you forever. The season of heartbreak ends now. Peace is coming, then joy and laughter again. God will bless you in a way so unique you will whisper, "Why me?" And the answer will be, because you never gave up. My child, my beloved, this is the end of the waiting and the beginning of the receiving. The window is still open. Your miracle is here. Walk into it with peace. Heaven loves you more than words can ever say. Rest now in that love. My child, my beloved, as this gentle message comes to a close, know that the love of heaven does not end here. It only grows deeper and wider with every breath you take. The words you have read were not meant to be a one-time whisper. They were the beginning of a conversation that heaven wants to keep having with you every single day. Jesus is not walking away now that you have paused and listened. No, he is drawing even closer, ready to guide your steps, to calm your fears, and to light the path ahead with a softness that only he can give. My dear one, the peace you may be feeling right now, that quiet settling in your heart, is just the first drop of a river of blessing that is starting to flow toward you. It will not rush in all at once and overwhelm you. Instead, it will come gently, day by day, moment by moment, washing away the old hurts and making room for new joy. You will wake up one morning soon and notice that the heaviness you carried for so long feels lighter. You will smile at small things again. You will hear a song or see a sunrise and feel tears of gratitude instead of sadness. That is heaven's way, slow, steady, and completely sure. Beloved soul, remember that you are never required to walk this journey perfectly. You do not have to have all the answers or fix everything on your own. All heaven asks is that you keep your heart soft, keep turning toward the light even on cloudy days, and keep saying yes to the quiet nudges that come. Those nudges will feel like sudden kindness in your thoughts, like unexpected help from a stranger, like doors opening when you thought every path was closed. Each one is Jesus saying, "I am still here. I never left you." My sweet child, there will be days ahead when old doubts try to creep back in, when the noise of the world tries to drown out this peace again. When those moments come back to this truth. You are deeply seen, completely known, and endlessly loved by a God who moves mountains just to reach your heart. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are exactly where you are meant to be, on the edge of something beautiful that heaven has been preparing for you since before you took your first breath.